Hello, assalamu alaikum, nigga death, bonjour, bonjour, ni hao, all that good stuff. Hello, hello, hello. This is Kaya from Yeah, I Said It, and I am here today to share how I have been working with my inner child and my shadow self. But before we do all that, grab your drink, your blanket, your pillow, whatever you need to make you comfortable in the environment you're in. Go ahead and do that. I'll meet you right back here in a couple of seconds. All right now. Hello, hello, hello. I am back. I am back. Let me check my phone. Excuse me, make sure that I am live because I don't want to be talking for nothing. I hope everybody is having a great week so far. Uh, I am. Been feeling really good. A little weird, but I've been feeling good for the most part. A little confusion, but I've been okay. Okay, so I'm trying to find. Sorry, make sure it's on. Okay, so I'm in here. I like me. I love me. So I am going to like this video. All right, so I can go ahead and talk. Okay, so grab my water. It was so funny because when the universe gave me this topic, I instantly started writing things down, and they just instantly gave me because I was on my way out to my second job, and whew, it was crazy. It was crazy how they had me flowing. They was flowing with the information. Because if you've been following me, you already know I be all over the place. I be having good information, but my mind just be all over the place. I'm so messy when it comes to thoughtfulness. Okay, so the first move that I've been making and that I've done was I was honest with myself. Again, I was honest and I am still honest with myself. You have to be real with yourself. You don't have to share that with nobody because your thoughts belong to you. If you don't own nothing else, your thoughts is what you own. Okay? Your word and your thoughts. And I wouldn't even say words because somebody and people can force you to say things that you don't really want to say and do. So thank you, universe. They shared that with me. So yeah, you got to be honest with yourself, and that's what I did. I started um, being a lot more. I was about to say a little bit. Look, the universe wouldn't even let me lie. I, I began to be a lot more honest with myself since 2006, and it's been beautiful. It's been a beautiful journey, a spiritual one. I mean, I've seen some things. Okay, so when you're being honest with yourself, and because you can talk to God, the Most High, um, telepathically, meaning through the mind. You don't have to verbally speak it out, you know, but you have to confess anything wicked you have done. I don't care how small you think it is. You have to confess. And with that confession, you have to want to change for the best while confessing. Like I'm confessing, I want to just get this out because I want to be a better me. I want to be a better person. I'm going to be a better, you know, influence on people. Like it has to be positive. It has to be. Not have to be. It has to be. Okay? It has to be. So let's go back. Be honest with yourself. Confess your sins, not to the church, standing up, telling these wicked people, okay, and this pastor who's misleading you because they know the truth and they're studying something totally different behind your back. But yeah, so you don't want to confess in front of the church. You want to do it. You can do it that way if you want to. If the spirit leads you to do that, then do that. But you don't have to incriminate yourself if you really did something really wicked. But you best believe you better want to change it. And you better not just say it, you better be applying it. Because that heart will be scanned. Period. So you have to care about others. You cannot be one of them people that is always worried about self. You worried about just you. God, the Most High, can't work with you. As you just a dead seed, and you're just put here as a pawn to teach people like me a lesson, or to make us aware of certain things and what we should want to pray for, and things that we would not want to be, you know, all that good bucket of stuff. Okay. Um, you have to do for others. You can't be just sitting there just trying to be nice to people that you know. That you're not going to get no credit like that. You get credit doing that for a stranger, and you have to listen to your intuition. And sometimes a lot of times, most of the time, I end up helping and being nice to the wrong people. But then I'm learning, and the universe let me know that I am your karma. Okay. I don't know about nobody else. I'm talking about me right here. Okay. I'm sharing me, my experiences, and what I do, and what the universe wants me to say. And that's just what it's going to be. Okay. But you have to do for others outside of your circle. You will not get no credit. Okay. Must be willing to become low, meaning being belittled, not by people, but by the universe. And I'll use a metaphor because I'm always using realistic, life experienced metaphors most of the time. And I remember growing up, you know, my brothers, they were so darn destructive. Like they couldn't get everything that they wanted, only certain things, or she'll substitute it with something else because they didn't know how to take care of their stuff. So just certain things they just wasn't getting. Like they wasn't allowed to have a radio, you know. Plus, I was the only girl. I was by myself in my room. You know, I didn't have a little sister, you know, at the time to share, you know, games and stuff with, and playing cards and all of that. What it is, games, you know. So I always took care of my things. So I was able to have a radio and a phone. They couldn't have none of that stuff. But yeah. So but I ain't really. It was corny. My brothers was, well, the middle one, the one that's still living. He's kind of whack, but he's not as whack as he used to be. But you know, he ain't really had nobody to talk to on the phone really like that, and he was only with the same girl forever. at that time. So yeah. So my mom went and bought them some stuff from the thrift store. So she was like, "Oh yeah, come on in." I said, "No, I'm gonna wait outside for y'all." I mean, you couldn't even, you could not get me to go in the thrift store, like for real. Like certain things, I wasn't with it. Like I was in the in crowd. You feel me? Like it was just, nah, I just couldn't. But once I got saved in 2007 and, became closer to the universe, um, I started going to churches, getting food. Now, mind you, I already had money in my bank account. I had a couple of stacks up in there, but it wasn't, it wasn't about that. It was about me surrendering, basically. You have to surrender, and whatever made you shameful and what you were embarrassed of is what you would have to go through. So if you're somebody and you embarrassed to not have your nails done, you're going to have to not have your nails done. you know, if you're somebody who got to always be dressed every time you walk out the door, then you're going to have to walk out that door looking crazy sometimes. So if that's a good metaphor. So I started going to churches getting, like canned goods and stuff like that. And then, I took my money and I would, get the meats. So I would have like a lot of camp. I didn't, oh my God, it was so much. I was being blessed. But I wanted to humble myself. I even went out one time in New York, um, years ago, like in 2005. And I came out the club and I just got on my hands and knees in the middle of the street in New York. I forget what part we was in. I was tore up. But I was like, "Thank you, Jesus," and I just screamed out, you know. And for a normal person, that would be embarrassing. Like now, when I come out my door, whenever the universe tell me to hug that tree, my little buddy, I still haven't given it a name yet, or it hasn't given me a name. But you know, um, cars be coming up the street, up and down the block. Like my block I live on is a very, very busy block, very, very, very active block, and um, cars come up the street, and I don't care who's watching me hug that tree because how would I feel? Like the universe said, how would you feel if I was ashamed at some point to give you and to serve you? You know, so I don't want the universe being like that to me, so I wasn't like that with her. Period. So yeah, you're gonna have to do that. So surrender, and you're gonna have to lower yourself. So wait, let me go over this from the beginning again. One, you have to be honest with yourself. Two, you have to confess. If you can confess to other people and they're willing to accept your apology, that is a pointer too. All right, so be honest, confess. You got to want to change for the better. You got to care about others. You got to do and help others outside of your circle. You must be willing to belittle yourself for the universe, and you must surrender. You must surrender and listen to that inner voice. It's not going to lie to you. And if you're not sure, ask it, is it good? Are you a good entity or are you a bad entity? And by the spiritual law, they have to tell you. And one thing about a demon, they're going to let you know that they are not good or not. Okay. So you don't have to worry about that. It will let you know. Okay. If you're having problems, then that means you're putting your thoughts in it instead of letting the universe communicate with you. You have to learn how to tap into the universe and receive messages. You have to. You have to open up your mind and you have to thank you. You must put the ego aside. I didn't write that down there, but let me see. You must put the ego aside. Let me write that down here. Must put ego aside. That ego, oh, that can mess up some things for you. It can do some damage. And sorry I didn't want to show my face. Well, I did, but I've been in bed all day relaxing. I mean, after that video I did yesterday, I just was stressed after that, you know. And then, it just bothered me that my cousin came downstairs to play this little game. She likes to play once in a while. Just my spirit was just irked. So I just wanted to relax. It was a rainy day. I'm in the bed, just with pajamas on. However, so also you have to have faith. If you don't know how to have faith, you have to learn it. Um, or admire someone that has a lot of faith. My cousin that passed away, I just was so infatuated with how much faith she had, even within the wickedness. It was just faith. And I'm like, damn, it blew my mind. So that's definitely, you know, a must. Um, I can't talk right now. So excuse me for 1 second, you guys. Excuse me 1 second. Hello? However, um, moving along. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay, so having faith, and you gotta have faith. You have to learn it, you know, period. So, embrace the voice, which is thoughts. These voices are thoughts. That's the universe, your ancestors, or it could be demons, whoever. But there's a message. There's communication there, and you have to tap in, even if it's bad, so you can let their ass know, get the fuck away, get away. You feel me? Deuces. So yeah. Um, do what the voices tell you. Sometimes they can tell you to do some crazy things. That's why you have to ask, who is it? Okay. I even seen my shadow self. I feel like my shadow self is the part that leaves the body. Because when I left my body, when I looked, because I was able to look from afar, like I was watching TV or something. Like, you know, when you're getting hypnotized, you can either be in the scene or watch the scene. And I was watching myself, and the shadow was black, and it doesn't have a sex, if that make any sense. And I said that because I have hair. It didn't show any hair. It just showed like it would show a male figure. So that's why I said that. And the universe gave me that upgrade right there. So that's just what it is. Mhm. If it's not, then you show me differently. But that's what they told me. Okay, so ask who the entities are. Okay, okay, because they had to tell you. Okay, I wanted to make sure I said that. Yeah, so ask the entities, who are they? Um, don't try to think about names, because their names are names you probably never even heard before. Some of them don't even have names, just a sound, or not even a sound. Mhm. Um, I recommend read the entire Bible. It gives you wisdom and covering with a dab of curse. Okay, but I read the whole Bible. I read the Old Testament twice. I'm sorry. I read the Old Testament once and the New Testament twice. So I read the Bible, the New and the Old. I read the whole Bible, and then there was uh, a point where I just read just the New Testament because we're under grace and mercy. So that's why I just read two. I wasn't trying to study it. I just wanted to read it. And the universe told me to read it. And that's what I did. Do not do evil. I'm telling you, as much as you want to, you have to fight those demonic urges. And I get them, trust me. The things that go through my mind. Boy, I tell you, if I acted on what I be in jail, I be getting electrical chair and everything. Swear to God. Okay. So you have that dark side, whatever that is called, put that bitch on the rack. That ass. Wrap it up and pull it out when you need to. And when you need to, don't pull it all. Don't pull everything out. You feel me? That's the crazy side. We all have that side. Might not be as crazy as others, but you have a crazy side. Make sure you fast. You have to crucify the body. You have to punish the body. Even if you gotta fast for you might be somebody that like to eat 4 meals a day. Tell the universe you're only gonna eat two. Uh, it don't have to be food. You can fast whatever you love and sacrifice that. And the universe like, dang, you love me that much that you gonna sacrifice your favorite blase blah for me? Oh hell yeah. And when I fast, I always fast for other people. It wasn't really for me. And if I felt like I needed to fast, I'll just be like, universe or most high, I ask that you put this fast where I don't know where to put it. I ask you to put it where it needs to be because I don't want to ask for the wrong thing. Because when you're dealing with the universe, you have to be specific about what it is you want because you're going to get it. And when you get it, is it might not come the way you thought it would come in your mind, but you have to be detailed when um, asking the universe for things for real. And I'm learning that. And I'm saying I did it and thought that it was this, and then it ended up being a little deeper than that. So it's like levels, layers. So yeah. And uh, remember, you cannot trick the universe. You cannot trick whatever you believe in, God, Allah, Yahweh, Ra, whatever. You cannot trick that entity. So don't try. Period. Don't do it. And if you feel like you have to do something that you're not supposed to do, say, please forgive me. Okay. And just don't make it a habit. You know what I'm saying? But the spirits in the universe understand sometimes when we have to step into that dark side. But it's how you handle that energy is what counts. Be thankful for everything. I mean, them scars on your body, whatever it is, be thankful. I be doing the dishes like, thank you, God. I have a house that I was blessed with from family, but it's mine. I pay the mortgage. But I be in the kitchen like still in shock, like, oh my goodness, because I never had any intentions on buying a house here. I wanted to go to Africa. And before I decided to went ahead, wanted to move to Africa, I never really wanted to buy a house because I don't have any children. Who am I going to leave it to? My family, so they can let it go. Because I was thinking like, Dad, everybody that passed away that had properties and stuff, most of them houses are been taken from other people, not even family. The family just let it go. So I'm glad that my family didn't let this house go and decided to let me take over, pass it down. And I want to pass it down to somebody else in the family that is responsible, that I know would appreciate a roof over their head and take care of it and keep it, not sell it. And that's that one family member I'm looking for. Because I'm getting old, I'm not gonna be here forever. But however, yeah, so you gotta be thankful for everything. Every little thing. You don't like your car, so what? You better be thankful for it. Because I like my car, but then I don't like my car. You know what I'm saying? Uh oh, and I realized I will always say I don't give a fuck about this or that. And I actually do. So, I don't know why I had that there, but that's there. The spirit had me write that. So I guess I'm assuming that the spirit is saying stop saying you don't care. Because that's not good, you know. So I'm gonna briefly go over all of this again, and then I'm gonna close out on a half an hour. Yay! Oh shucks. All right, so be honest with yourself, confess, want to change for the best, care about others outside of your circle, do for others outside of your circle, must be willing to humiliate yourself and be low. Make sure that you surrender, have faith, embrace the voices which are thoughts, and do what the voices say if they are not demonic demon voices. Ask who these entities are, and that's how you will find out. Read that entity. I'm sorry, read the entire Bible. I was flowing too, wasn't I? Do not do evil. Do as much good as possible, less evil. Make sure that you fast, okay? It don't have to be food, it could be anything. And remember, you cannot trick the universe or the Most High. None of that. You can't. Not even, you just can't. Be thankful for every little thing that you have and realize that you should not be saying you don't give a fuck about nothing, and make sure that you put that ego aside. Yeah? Bam. And that's how I been dealing with my shadow self. I just been talking to myself. I've been trying to nurture the inner child to let her know that everything is all right. It's going to be all right. Nothing else is going to happen to you. You already went through that experience. We can never go back to that experience. But talk all that good stuff. You know, and that's what I've been doing. And the shadow self, I'm still learning about the shadow stuff. I am not an expert on any of this stuff. Just someone who is spiritually going through these things. So I can only tell you through experience, but that just because I experienced it doesn't make me an expert at that. But you have to want to change for the better, and you have to want a better world, with better people without wanting to harm them, you know. So just keep it real at all times and be honest. Honesty, I'm telling you, it's gonna get you in some messed up situations, but so what? What would you rather suffer for that, for not telling the truth? I ain't suffering. Fuck that. I'm gonna tell you what God said, and then you do what you do with it. You wanna argue, you wanna fight, whatever, whatever, whatever. But I did my job by telling you. So when the universe tell you to tell somebody something, make sure you do it. Because if not, you're gonna get bad luck. Okay? And it's probably gonna happen to you or someone else you know. So yeah, you don't want to do that. So like I always say, what is love without love and laughter? I pray that you all have a blessed week. Stay safe, get smarter. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I love when you guys interact, but I don't like when you talk stupidity. Don't come to me on this channel with that house nigga, Sambo nigga shit, because you're going to get cursed out. Don't be up in here trying to be, because I love to argue, you know. I love to let some frustrations out versus hitting somebody. So I love to talk shit. So I don't have a problem with putting you in your place. But don't come up on here asking dumbass shit, saying dumbass shit, because I'm going to curse you out. Period. All right? So until next video, you guys. And make sure you check out that previous video about that lady that I caught trying to kidnap the little boy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.